I'd say in terms of inspiration when it comes to art and like who has inspired me the most in terms of like an influencer or that kind of thing when it comes to art, it would have to be my friend Anna Savage. Whereas like for me at least, when I had a hard time creating art or like even starting to create art, she was just such a good friend in terms of support, but then her art in itself is so inspiring that it makes you want to create art. And it's just, for me, it's just a very important relationship I have because she has helped create the relationship I have with art today. And there was one day they were talking about the Mondrian like art pieces, which are those very graphic red, blue, yellow, black and white paintings that are like tend to be very boxy or like just have a lot of shapes in them. But they only use these primary colors, and then it'll have like the title of it will be something like city landscape or something, or like city streets, but it's just a couple of lines. And it was talked about and like discussed that the reason they only use these very basic shapes and colors is because that's basically what makes up the world. And then through using these very basic shapes and representing the world, it takes the truth from how we understand objects around us and brings that into their like work, and something about that really resonated with me. I'd say a lot of works you don't necessarily go out of your way to start off, at least like even when you plan it, to make it a self-portrait or make it something that's reflective of you, but it always ends up that way. Because you tend to create what you know, especially if you just decide to create something just to start off, just to see what comes of it. You always end up creating something about how you're feeling in that moment or the truth you're feeling in that moment. So I'd say even though this piece wasn't intended to be a self-portrait, it just became that way.